Hi, my name is Jackie and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you an Adagio Teas haul and if time permits, a really teeny tiny Davidstea haul. You know, I don't even think it counts as a haul, it's just 3 teas. But before we get into it, let me tell you what I'm drinking. It's Adagio Teas Brigadoon Tea. February was excruciating because I just wanted February 29th to arrive so that I could order this tea. I am a sucker for Adagio Teas marketing. Like seriously, it gets me every time. This says, the Brigadoon Tea is inspired by the magical tale of Brigadoon. We offer you our Brigadoon Breakfast tea. This most evasive of teas is only available once every 4 years on February 29th, otherwise known as Leap Day. And honestly, I don't know really anything about Brigadoon. I just know it's a pretty tin and it's only available once every 4 years, so how could I not buy it? This is a blend of Assam tea, Cumin tea, silver needle tea, and blue corn flower. And like any breakfast tea that I drink, I put a little bit of milk and sugar in it. I don't know, do I really notice that much of a difference between this and like their Scottish breakfast tea? I don't know. Stephanie over at the Tea Leaf Project says she notices some cookie notes in this, and I don't know if it's the power of persuasion or if they're really there, but I honestly, I can't untaste the cookie notes, but otherwise, it's just sort of a breakfast tea. Okie dokie, let's get into this. So most of these are samples with the exception of the Brigadoon tea and Scottish breakfast. I don't know what it is about Scottish breakfast compared to the English breakfast and the Irish breakfast, but you guys, this tea just speaks to me. I love this so much. This is a pretty robust cup of tea, and as a reformed coffee drinker, I can appreciate that. The rest of these are all samples as usual. I am just a sucker for the sample size. I have like tea ADD, so that probably explains why I get a lot of these samples servings. So I got myself some decaf spiced tea. I told myself I was going to get myself a big bag of this, but since the weather's kind of changing, this is, to me, reads more like a wintertime tea. But still, I wanted some of this because I was really, really, really into this when I sipped it for the first time during one of my community weeks. Also fresh on my mind is summer rose tea because Danny, I forget what her channel name is, but Danny, she did a review on the summer rose tea, and it got me really excited because I love myself some rose in tea, and it's been a minute since I've had this, but I really liked it, and so I just wanted to sip on it again. So thank you for putting that in my head, Danny. Next thing I wanted to try was Adagio's chocolate truffle tea. I say that I'm not that into chocolate and teas, but every tea that I've had from Adagio Teas that has chocolate in it is actually pretty darn good. So this I think is like a newer release. It's not like brand new. And I've heard a lot of really good things about this one in particular. Next we have Tangerine Tuxedo. This is like a dehydrated tangerine that's been stuffed with pu'er. So I'm really excited to give this a go in my Guy one. And since it's almost springtime, I kind of loaded up on some green teas here. One of my favorites, the Genmaicha, as you can see. I've already broken into this. This is sort of like, this is like pre-spring, like post-winter pre-spring tea, where it's sort of like waffling between like cold weather, but like nice weather, which is like basically this entire week. Cause like it's snowing today, but in 2 days it's gonna be 50 degrees and sunny. You're like, I can't even, oh my God, my windows are gonna be so open that day. Like I am so excited, so excited. Yes, 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 yes. Next we have hojicha, which I have heard like basically everybody that I follow on Instagram is obsessed with hojicha, but I've never had it before. As you can see, I dipped into this yesterday and it was interesting. I feel like this is a tea that I need to drink a couple of times before I have an opinion on it, but I can definitely see why it appeals to people. If you don't know what hojicha is, it is it's a roasted green tea. I still taste the green tea, but there are also some sweeter caramel notes in this. It's really interesting. It's not something that I mean, it's not a flavor profile that you would ever necessarily associate with a green tea. Next we have Sencha Overture, and actually by the time this video goes up, you won't know what I'm talking about. This was one of the teas in one of my community weeks, and I was just like, honestly, it was just like the perfect day for this tea to have been assigned. I mean, it was just kismet, honestly. It was like February, it was like, I don't know, like the first or second week of February. It was this random 50-degree and sunny day. Like I literally had the door open and this tea was assigned, and it just like, it was amazing. It was, I mean, it's a good tea to begin with, but just because of the weather that day, like it just like heightened the experience almost. So I still gotta edit that video so I can share with you my tasting notes on this. But yeah, this was, I drank it that day and obviously I needed to have it again. So Sencha Overture, this one's a really good one if you like a green tea. If you like Sencha, this one's worth checking out. And then last but not, well actually this is not last but not least, but this is the last of what I technically purchased from Adagio Teas, and that is the Matcha Cinnamon Apple. Kimberly over at Tea is a Wish blog actually really loves the Adagio matchas, and she kind of inspired me to get this one. I read her review on it. Really, she just like really was excited about it. So I'll link to her review of this in the description box below if you want to check that out. She is another really big Adagio Teas fan, which always makes me excited. I love it when I find a fellow Adagio Teas fan. So hello, Kimberly. So yeah, I'm also really excited about this, and maybe one of these days I'll finally join in on #Matcha Monday. Now, they sneaked in a couple of extra things for me. Like another week of the community. As I had mentioned like a long time ago, like January, I had received another week of the community teas, and actually I filmed videos for 5 out of the 7 days. They are still sitting, waiting to be edited. And so I do actually have plans to get them uploaded and posted for you guys, because they had some pretty cool teas, including one that is a freaking Fallout blend. Ah! Sorry, video game nerd moment. And honestly, I'll probably do reviews on these, but who knows when they'll go up. Last but not least, they put in one of these single serving packets of the loose leaf, and this one's the peach oolong. Let me just share with you this really, really teeny tiny Davidstea haul. I mean, seriously, just I had 3. It was their President's Day sale, I guess, and it was free shipping on an order of any size. I took that as an opportunity to go ahead and get this tea that everybody is obsessed with right now, which is the Dragon Fruit Aloe. And unpopular opinion, I think it's just okay. I can definitely see why it appeals to people, but for me personally, this one is really, really, really tart. And then I purchased Satsuma Spice Cake, and this is one that Stephanie over at the Tea Leaf Project was really, really raves about. Every time I brew this, I just get a really weak cup of tea. So I feel like it has to do with the distribution of ingredients, because Stephanie knows what she's talking about. If she likes teas, and it's probably a really good tea. But for some reason, I just I'm not getting tea on this one. I'm just getting sort of like weak pineapple, like weak fruit stuff with like weak tea. So, but I did get cotton candy. And your girl loves Davidstea Rooibos cotton candy, or cotton candy Rooibos. That is my Adagio Teas haul and my teeny tiny Davidstea haul. Let me know, did you guys get any of the Brigadoon tea from Adagio Teas this year? If you've tried it already, what do you think of it? And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.